Hey everybody, I'm back and I'm not happy at all. Man, it's been a while and been trying to hang on to this Galaxy Note 7, but Samsung seemed to be doing their damnness to make me get rid of it. So this morning, actually it was about yesterday, I read a report saying that they were going to start sending out an update to start crippling phones down to where they couldn't charge the battery more than 60%. Then I saw that somewhere, maybe in New Zealand or somewhere, the networks were not supporting the phone no more. And I'm like, man, this is crazy. Then I started thinking to myself, they're not even blowing up no more. Well, they never blew up in the first place. They were catching on fire. There's a big difference between blowing up and catching on fire. Blowing up to me means kaboom. Catching on fire means it's gonna catch on fire. I mean, they're both hazardous, but I'm just saying, call a spade a spade. Anyways, so I'm just one of those people, those diehard Android fans, and definitely a Galaxy Note fanboy that says there's really nothing wrong with the phone. There's a very, very slim chance this was gonna happen to me, and I decided to hang on to my phone. I got the first one when they recalled it the first time. I went ahead and exchanged it for this one right here that I'm using. And I figured everything was going to be okay. Then, of course, they did the next recall, and they keep calling it voluntary, right? But it's not voluntary. They are forcing you out. And the sad thing is, every other phone out there that they want you to go to, which is basically at this point the S7, because they don't even really sell the Galaxy Note 5 no more. You just can't really find it anywhere. But seems like everything else is just a downgrade from this point. This is actually probably the best phone ever made. I know there's a lot of opinions out there that would debate that, but in my opinion, I've had HTC phones. I've had an LG phone. I've had a few phones, but my Galaxy phones. My first Galaxy phone was a Galaxy S2, and I loved it. And then I went on to the Galaxy Note 2, then a Galaxy Note 4, because I don't like to upgrade every year because I think, the next year is probably just an incremental thing, and I just wait about 2 years. But so I went from the Galaxy Note 2 to the Galaxy Note 4. And of course, this was really the Galaxy Note 6 right here. So that's why I upgraded to this one. And now they're taking it away from everybody. Man, this phone was so awesome. I don't even know what I'm more upset about. The fact that I have to literally downgrade to an S7 Edge. I mean, I know it's the same phone. It's just the S Pen, but you still getting those features taken away from you, like making the GIFs and all the S Pen note taking features and stuff. I mean, I cannot tell you how I use that. I cannot tell you how often I use those features. I scribble notes all the time. You should see my S Note list of notes that I've taken. And then they take away the iris scanner from you. They take away, let me see here. Let me see, what else do I use all the time? I love, you know what? Let me just turn the phone on and start going through some of this stuff. I'm actually backing it up right now so I can take it to Best Buy and say goodbye. Let me see how close I am. 74% on my messages. I love how they have this blue light filter right here. The blue light filter, that's awesome, man. You've got the always on display, which I think is actually on the notes on the S7 Edge, but there's a couple things on here, man, that you're just not going to get on any other phone, let alone the S7 Edge. But I'm going to miss a lot of these features that this thing came with. You know what? Another thing they started doing to kind of just make me fed up to the point where I'm ready to give it up is I love Samsung Pay, right? And it's worked. But now I notice my Kroger card doesn't work anymore. And when I finally get an update to it yesterday, right, I get this big warning saying the Galaxy Note's not going to be supported no more. And not supported, but they won't give any more updates to Samsung Pay anymore. And I'm like, damn, they're really just shutting it down. They're just abandoning the phone, man. It's such an awesome phone. So, I love Samsung Pay, and I saw what the update looks like, and I'm like, man, I want to use that, but I can't because they don't support it no more on this phone. You can still use your existing Samsung Pay, but the new one is just not going to support it. And I'm like, at first I was like, okay, I can live without that update, no big deal. But now I literally got an update that said, let me see here, fast charging, daylight savings. Let me go into the settings. I'll show y'all this this update deal. Check now for new system updates. See if y'all can see that in focus real quick. All right, so of course, I got everything switched off so it doesn't download automatically. But when you tap in here, it didn't already downloaded the update. No, it's checking for it. My bad. So when you check for the update, let's wait. So basically, the latest update truly tells you that they are going to, let me see, get a little closer and focus. Man, this thing doesn't want to focus. All right, there we go. Basically, it says it's going to drop you down to 60% no matter how long you charge this phone. So basically, they're saying, Antoine, trade this phone in, man. It's just not worth it. I'm going to go ahead and hit later because I'm busy doing something right now. Go back to seeing how far my messages backed up. All right, it's 100% backed up. Good to go. Let's see what else they got going on here. Anyways, it's still backing up. But yeah, this was the final straw, man. Earlier today, I went and got... Oh, that was another thing I wanted to talk about. The Galaxy VR headset. So I wanted to get a Galaxy VR. I haven't had one this entire time they've been out. So I was excited about it when I got this phone. I'm like, man, I'm going to get the Galaxy VR. I'm going to be putting the headset on, looking like an idiot in my house, you know, walking around and stumbling over stuff. But then they shut that down. They installed, or Oculus is not supporting the Galaxy Note 7 anymore. So I couldn't even get a VR headset, which is something I really wanted. And now I'm thinking they're getting ready to come out with the Galaxy Gear S3, the watch. Man, that is a badass watch, and I definitely want it. And I'm telling you, it would have definitely been a deal breaker for me if that watch doesn't support the Note 7, because that truly just would have been a deal breaker. I couldn't tolerate that because I've been looking for a smartwatch for years, and they finally got it right with that watch. It would have had to been a Samsung watch just because I like what Samsung puts into their stuff. Some people call it gimmicky, some people call it bloatware, but I like what Samsung does in their smartwatches. They're the best ones in my opinion, and they finally got it to look like a real man's watch. It's huge and it looks rugged and it does all kinds of crazy stuff. So if that wouldn't have been supported, I'd have probably dropped the phone then, but that's not even out yet, so I'm not going to worry about it. But today I ended up getting a Galaxy VR because something told me that this was actually going to happen, and I found an open box model for $85, so I saved a little money there. And plus I had a free gift card at Best Buy for $100, so basically I got a free Galaxy VR. So I'm looking at it like, well, I guess I can go ahead and trade this thing in now. It's been nice knowing you, and just wanted to say goodbye. But before I say goodbye to this phone, I want to tell y'all about all these accessories I done bought. Not to mention the 3 wireless chargers, which I'll still be able to use. That's why I didn't put them up here, because it's not a loss at this point. But I have gone and purchased a couple of, actually about 3 or 4 of these USB-C charging cables. The actual cable, not the adapter that the phone came with. So I've got a whole bunch of those. Let me see here. Now cases, I'm a case person, so I like to wear a different case like once a week, or I trade a case like two, 3 times a week. So I got the UAG case. This is pretty much $40 in the trash can now because it doesn't match any phone. And I'm pretty sure that when the Galaxy S8 or Note 8 comes to market, it ain't gonna fit. So $40 down the drain. This has actually been my favorite case so far. This is, I forget who it's made by, some generic brand, but it's got a soft touch, and actually put some red skin on there just to kind of dress it up a little bit. But it's a super thin case, and that's why I liked it, because it was like uber thin, like crazy thin, and that's all I wanted as far as protection. This was a good case by Ringy, and it was a nice crystal clear case. And then I had all these Caseology cases that I used to mix up. If you look at my previous videos, you'll see how I mixed them up. But yeah, so, and I think these were probably like, you know, $12 a piece. So I definitely have well over $100 worth of cases here that I can't even use no more because they have taken Black Beauty away. I don't understand it. You know what? Honestly, I'm going a little rant real quick. So y'all can turn this video off if y'all done looking at stuff. But as far as me ranting, man, the way I see it is Samsung has put out a fabulous product. Yes, there were some defaults in some of them and they caught fire. Stuff catches fire all the time, man. Why is it that there was an iPhone 7 fire in the guy's car, I think in Australia a couple weeks ago, and that never surfaced on the internet really. I mean, I found it on the internet, but it went away real quick, and it's still quote unquote being investigated by Apple whether the iPhone caught fire. And I'm pretty sure there's been other fires. I just don't, troll for stuff like that. But, it seems like as soon as they took the Galaxy Note 7 off the market, all the fires stopped. Yeah, I know about 85% of them have been turned in, but what about this 15%? Because I'm one of these 15%ers who decided to hang on to their phone. And seriously, the phone's fire stopped probably 2-3 weeks ago. This is absolutely nuts that they're still jacking with us about keeping this phone. So if you're out there and you're watching this video on your Note 7, go ahead and check for that update. It's there. And no, you don't have to download it right now. But I think what they're doing is you can only avoid it just a handful of times, and then they just start annoying you by, every time you turn on your phone, it's on your screen and you got to wipe it away. And that's pretty much why I'm giving the phone up, is because I'm tired of being hassled. I mean, if they would have just, just left it alone, and so what, you can't take it on an airplane, so what, this and that. But I mean, they're truly dropping support and cool stuff like the VR, Samsung Pay, which is part of the reason why I like the phone so much. Samsung Pay, VR. I'm pretty sure the Galaxy S3 watch is not going to work. You're not going to get any updates to the phone as far as Android N or anything like that. Let me see here. What else are they taking away? That's pretty much it as far as I can remember right now. But them taking all those things away, plus they're going to be annoying the crap out of you with, hey, this phone is dangerous, shut it off now. Hey, this phone is dangerous, shut it off now. And they're going to keep displaying that over and over again every time you turn on your phone, or, randomly, basically just hijacking your phone and throwing this message in your face. I'm just done. I'm sick of it. I wanted to keep this phone. I'm definitely ride or die with Samsung. My next phone that I'm going to switch out for is a Samsung phone. When the Galaxy Note 8 comes out, I'll be a Galaxy Note 8 user again. But until then, this bad boy's got to go. Y'all say goodbye to Black Beauty.